Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. Fall is upon us and it's time for Sweaters and Pumpkins. We'll start that conversation.
I'm Stacy Beck. We'll talk with Chelsea Lords about her food and cooking blog and what this new type of business means.
And I'm Angie Murphy. Do you love to decorate for Halloween? We'll show off some fun ideas.
Also, we'll start the new fall fashion ideas from My Sister's Closet. All this and more on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. How are we doing?
Good.
Me and Stacy both decided we chatted a lot last time.
Yes,
we
we
did. So it's
That's
Natasha's
good.
turn.
No, you had a lot to chat about. You were hunting and you had just come back from Italy, so
Yes.
there's lots to talk about.
But what's Natasha up to?
Well, I actually just got back from Chicago, so
Was it cold there already? Or was it
it
warm?
was.
It was.
And I really didn't step foot outside of the hotel.
how
so
sad.
it was, yeah, really. It
So
was
just work
it was
only.
Work, a lot of work. So it was rainy the one day that I had a chance to step outside. So really just didn't.
I've never been. I've always wanted to go. My husband went when it was freezing and said icicles were like literally falling like off
I
buildings.
believe it.
Oh,
I do
wow.
believe that. And I really thought I'd have a chance to taste, the Chicago dogs and deep dish pizza, and I didn't. So I'm going back next month. So if I have a chance to do any of those things, I have
We
one
can
more.
come.
I have one more attempt.
Try
so
again.
yeah, I'll try
Perfect.
again. Yes.
Okay.
Do it.
And then what fall things have you guys
Been to.
done or have on your radar in
Ooh,
this upcoming
already.
month?
I can't believe it's fall. It's like official tomorrow.
I know.
What have we done? Well, we threw a little party last weekend. I helped decorate and do flowers for a wedding, and that was really fun. It was a big event, but that was fun. And then it was my granddaughter's second
I
birthday.
saw those pictures.
So we did flowers and did pies and soups and little sandwiches and
So Mallory takes after her mama.
yeah.
Like, did you
she
see the
threw
pictures?
the party. I just helped. It was darling.
It was darling. Like,
She made that big, huge barn. We went and bought cardboard up in Orem, and we couldn't fit it into our car because it was so big. So her husband had to come pick it up, took it home. But she cut out like the top of a barn,
Yeah.
and then she
my
painted
word.
it all white, and then like whitewashed so it looked like the barn door and stuff. It was so cute. Put that up on the counter, and so it looked like this little barn that we walked into.
but you guys literally went to a farm as well.
Oh, and then she did. We were doing
It was
the
like
wedding.
a weekend event.
Yeah. So on Saturday, Taylor's family, so her in-laws family, and Noli and Knox went up and like fed the animals and saw
cute.
the pigs and the horses, and they just had a heyday. They
That's
were
fun.
An actual heyday.
Have you done fall things?
So Jakers opened over the weekend
In Springville,
in
right?
Springville,
Okay.
yes.
And?
So we love that, of course. So we were one of the
Okay.
first ones there and jumped right into the corn patch and jumped on the hay wagon and did all of the fall things. So we have the pass. So we'll be going back all month long.
What's the
because
pass?
Yeah.
So they have a punch card now. So they didn't used to do that in the past. You used to have to pay to go every single time. So you can get the family pass and you can get a punch pass. So I think it's $35 to get the punches.
So you guys
every
go
time you
a lot.
We do go.
But do you
we go
pay
a
for
lot.
every activity, or do you just pay an entrance
No,
fee and
it's
then
the
you can do
entrance
anything?
fee.
Oh, that's so
you
nice.
can go see the animals. You can get on the wagon. You can go get my kids really just jump in the corn. That's all
Yeah.
they really want to do. So we come home with little pieces of corn all over
They do. They get
the
stuck
house.
in everything.
They
But
do.
I'd love that.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And then we get the corn on the cob. They do it Mexican street style. Do you know what
Is that with
is?
like the Parmesan and the spices?
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
That's like down
Don't they do that at
apart.
Fiesta Days?
Yes.
Okay, we talked about that.
Yes.
Yeah, so we did that, and we'll be doing that all month long. And we've already ordered our Halloween costumes, and so it's just.
And what are we being? What's our being?
So the kids, I don't know if you're familiar. Do you know the show Miraculous?
No.
So I really.
No. Okay.
So Gunnar loves Cat Noir, and
No.
and Barrett's going to be Ladybug. So it's Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Is it like a cartoon or
It's
like
kind,
a?
yeah.
or a movie,
It's like it's a like a French. I don't even know.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look it up.
What is it?
Ladybug and Cat Noir, Miraculous.
Miraculous.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to look it up.
And what are you dressing up as? Because you like.
I don't know.
You dress up though.
I do.
You enjoy Halloween.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, I don't dress up. Do you?
I do too. And I used to dress up like crazy. In the past few years, I've just like wore my witch's hat or, you know, just something simple. But the grandkids, Magnolia's going to be a lion. She wants to be Simba. She's obsessed with Simba right now. So Mal found at Pottery Barn like a girl's version of a lion's costume. So it's like a tutu with a tail on it. And so cute. And then Knox wanted to be from PJ Masks. Owlette, which I think is a girl one.
Yes, they're so
the kids is like steering away from that. Like, do I let him? So she went down to TJ Maxx and found him this cute dinosaur with a big, huge stuffed head, and bought him that. But then he keeps saying, "Gigi, be Owlette." So I bought him Owlette pajamas. For
that's
Halloween.
perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
So will you wait to give them the pajamas, or do you give them to them at the 1st of October so they can wear it all month?
Well, previously I'd just buy Halloween ones, so you know, like Halloween printed. So I want them to wear them
all month.
Yeah, but this time I just let them choose one, and so I think I'll just give it to them on Halloween.
Oh, okay.
So Magnolia's is like a little floral print, and Knox's is
okay.
a PJ Masks.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I don't know that PJ Masks either.
Either do I. I've learned it. It's a cartoon.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's kind of funny what you start to learn when the kids get into it, because I didn't know a lot of characters or cartoons until the kids got into them, and then you start learning and singing, and then you kind of have to, then you have to. So
And
so
you
much fun.
Yeah, you sing the songs. I know my one daughter was saying she was just singing along to some cartoon, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know all the words. And she goes, I honestly don't know anything about the show. Like, I could not tell you what's going on, but I know the music. I'm doing my chores while he's watching it. Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
fun.
it's true.
Well, this week we're doing a little girls' night, and we're doing the Witchapalooza
Awesome.
at Gardner's Village.
Oh, that's so
That'll be
much
fun.
So it's have either of you been? Because I've
Not
never
to the
been.
Witchapalooza, but I've
Is
been
that what
up
it's
there.
even called? My mom
Yes.
bought the tickets, so I
Yes.
think that's what
Yes,
it's called.
it
Okay.
is. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, dinner
Everyone's
and a
dressed up.
program. I
Are
think.
you planning to dress up? So that's half of
should.
the fun. You have to. You you
Yes.
have to.
Okay,
You
but
have
here's the
to.
deal. We're leaving like at lunchtime, going out to lunch, shopping, and then that's not till 7. So I don't want to be dressed up like a witch all
Yes,
day.
you do.
You do.
Because people are.
But we won't be just at Gardner's Village. Like we'll be in Salt Lake.
Okay, then just bring
then
it. Or at
maybe
least a
then-
hat
Yes,
and a cape.
take it.
Can I borrow your hat?
Yes, you can.
Because I don't have one. I don't love
And it has like a
Halloween.
little like bird on it and stuff.
For real.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'll
They
pull
even
it out.
have the little headbands that have even the baby little witches' hats.
So all I have to do is put a hat on, not like a full on.
No, you
Right.
could do a full-on outfit, but a hat is enough.
And even if you're grumpy about it, you can just even wear one of the T-shirts that say, "This is my Halloween costume."
I do
or-
have a T-shirt when I went to Salem, Massachusetts last year, and it has a little.
Oh
witch's
yes, wear that
with your hat.
with the hat.
Okay,
and the
I'll
sweater.
report back.
So it looks like a
Okay.
cape.
But I do love
cardigan.
what we're wearing tonight.
Yes,
I can't
you
wait to have my
oh my
sister's
gosh.
closet
my
Right?
sister's closet.
They're
We're gonna have
sponsoring
so
us
much
this month, and so we're excited
Sweater
about
weather.
that. Ooh,
Yep.
yes, perfect.
Fantastic. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Next on Studio Chatter, it's time for a fall fashion show that's coming right up. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. It's time to put away the cool summer clothes and get ready for some chilly weather. And my sister's closet is the perfect place to find what you need. Welcome Megan Kerr and Janelle Reeves to our table.
Ladies,
Thanks for having us.
we're thrilled.
Yes,
to
we
have
are.
you.
We love my sister's closet.
Oh,
it's
thank
one of my
you.
favorite places to shop. It is.
And thank you for sponsoring us for the month of October.
Yeah, we love you guys, so
thank
it's
you.
like a perfect match.
Well, I've been in a couple times in a couple weeks.
And it's hard not to walk away.
It really
with
is.
it. It's
Like-
almost becoming like Costco, like that $100 club.
Yeah,
That's how I feel like in there.
All of our
you get
wardrobes
so
are from
much,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's show off our wardrobes.
Yes.
Because we all are.
Well, we picked some fabulous sweaters because
Yes.
it truly is sweater weather.
Well, you,
That
let's-
chill in the morning. So these block sweaters that we picked.
So cute.
I love this one.
Yes. The green block sweater.
and your necklace is from there too, right?
Yes.
So cute.
And
Natasha.
the hat.
The hat.
stinking
You gotta talk about the hat.
Reese it.
It's so
Reese it.
cute on
So
you.
cute. I love that. And I feel like that you could put like leggings with it, like on a Saturday and make it just
Yeah,
cozy
so
and
true.
fun. Yep, or dress it up.
cute.
Yeah, super cute.
Let's see yours, Anne.
Okay, and I also chose a block sweater unit, and I tucked it into my pant, but I guess you could wear it out too a little bit. So there we go. And these shoes I'd like to mention as well. I got them a few months ago, but I'm in love with them. I'm not usually a flat sort of a gal, but guys, I don't know, the pointy toe and everything, and they're kind of
so
pink,
cute.
but they're neutral.
It makes it like a little bit like more fancy when you have that little point. And
Yeah, it does. I feel
completes
like a
it.
lady in them.
Yeah.
Anyway, love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
She's
so
good.
cute.
Both of these guys are fashion gurus. And I just got the striped. I fell in love with the muted colors. And I think it could be a good transition for spring as well.
Yeah, that's so
But
true.
And it looks so great with your hair.
It really does.
Yeah.
You look heavenly.
That blush for winter too.
Yeah.
And it feels good to
gorgeous.
be in a sweater. It's my first day to wear a sweater. I'm like,
So cozy.
I love that
cozy.
transition.
Yeah.
So
cute.
And you guys are assuming
Yeah,
they're both.
we are in MSC also. I think we live in MSC, but we do. So. Yeah, I mean, animal is such a big trend right now. We were just talking before this about all the shoes that we have in that are animal trends. So definitely, this is like the perfect top that just goes so effortlessly. Throw on a cardigan, throw on a jacket, and it like works really well.
Let's say someone new is watching that's never heard, which would be so crazy. I know. My sister's closet. Tell our viewers like how, where can they find you guys?
So we are just right on Main Street. My Sister's Closet Boutique. We have consignment in the back and then new boutique in the front. We also have a store in Draper that has been open for a couple years now. But yeah, we're just right off of Main Street. We've been there for 9 years. It's kind of crazy.
No way.
Yeah.
I was guessing in case
know.
she's going to say 4.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
We've been there for so long.
That
yeah.
is so crazy.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So yesterday, I don't want to take too much time. I cleaned out my closet and just stack of clothes to bring down for the concession.
Oh.
Is that
I
what-
need to do that
consignment?
consignment.
Yeah.
And
So
I
tell
love
people
that.
how that works, because I do love that too.
So it's on season things that you can bring in. And then once somebody buys it, you get the commission from it. So
So you want it in that same season that
yeah.
we're currently in.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, you do too if you want it.
Yes, exactly.
People are gonna buy sweaters right now. Bring in your sweaters.
And you guys don't want to hold on to a bunch of stuff where you have to rotate.
Yeah,
it.
so it works really well. And then in the front of the store is all of the new clothes, like you'll see us all wearing, and very affordable. We try to keep everything really affordable. Like hardly anything is over $40. Like
Right.
even our shoes. Like
Very doable.
Yeah.
And none of us are wearing dresses today, but I've picked up 2 dresses. Your fall season dresses right now.
They're so pretty.
Oh my gosh.
and the colors.
I know, it's-
I know. Makes
I
you,
got that
makes your
yellow
heart
one
happy.
that I wore a few episodes ago, and I loved it so much. I bought it for my sister, and my sister too. But I did, and then my other sister was like, "What if I get it too?" And I'm like, "I love it."
No, it's gone.
And Stacy got it. Yeah,
I wanted to get it Saturday, and I'm like,
it's gone. You guys may want to find that for her.
Yeah.
We'll track them down.
We'll find one.
So what is your role as the stylist? What do you do?
So I go to the photo shoots where we shoot for our website, and I just make sure our models are looking styled and on brand and wearing things in combinations that our customers will kind of see and be like, oh, like that top and those pants look great together, or that dress and that bag look amazing together. So I just want to give customers ideas of how to make outfits.
Especially accessories. A lot of
yeah.
people are so confused about like what necklaces to wear and different accessories, and Janelle does a really good job putting that together.
fun
And
job.
I used to be so matchy-matchy. Like if I was wearing this sweater, I'd feel like I need to wear a blue shoe. You know what I mean?
Right.
And my daughters have kind of said, no, you can just complement it with another color.
Yeah.
That's the pink
And I
tonight.
love the online shopping, because I always don't have time to run down to the store, and you can just grab it online and ship to store even.
Yes,
and
I
grab
do
it
that
at
all the
store.
time. Yeah.
And following you guys on Instagram, you guys are super active, but we better move over to the fashion side.
I know. People want to see the
Yeah.
fashion show.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Krista. She is super cute wearing one of our fall dresses.
So she's wearing a leopard coat. We were just talking about how perfect leopard is and the animal print. It looks great with a pair of jeans, but also doesn't look amazing with this dress.
So cute.
And then
we
we
never paired the purple with it,
I
but that
know.
looks great.
It's a fun color combo. And then we love the texture on this dress too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so fun to play with textures and prints. And then she's just wearing some simple booties with an open toe. I feel like this would be a great option for anything you have to dress up for, like a date night or even church, or just anything that you want to be a little dressier for. And then she has that cute little clip in her hair.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Can we even talk about that? I love love
sparkly
with
and
that.
cute.
We were talking, we're probably too old for them, but we could buy them for our daughters.
I own so many of them.
Well, you guys are younger than us.
My mom wears them. Like, oh, they're so cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
So you won't make fun of us.
Oh, no way.
And there's
They're for
different
everyone.
ones too, like a little bit more muted if you don't
Yes.
like the super sparkly. You can do unmuted.
I still don't know if I could do that.
I'll try
should
it. I'll
do
try
it.
it.
Right?
We'll see.
Try.
Try the pearl ones. I think the pearl ones are just like classic and can go with everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Krista.
Okay, this is Nicole.
Oh my gosh, right? So Nicole is wearing the cutest, trendiest little fall outfit right now. She's actually wearing a bodysuit on the top, so it's nicely tucked into the pants. You're not going to have to worry about it bunching up or looking funny at all. It's just a nice, clean line there. And then those adorable, like, paper bag waist corduroy pants. We love these pants. Yes. And then I love how they cinch at the bottom. You don't see as many of those right now, but I think it's just such a cute look. So trendy and fun.
Little bag
Bodysuit
is
is
darling.
back.
Little circle bag.
Circle bag. And then she's got a cute necklace on. Just really like a fun, trendy look for fall.
So darling.
And then next we have Lexi. She's throwing all the sweater vibes as well.
We love this sweater so
love
much.
it, yeah.
It's so cute.
This sweater is releasing really soon. So go in the stores or online and grab this one. It's got the cute mustard color that's really in for fall, and then some like burnt orange and gray, just like a really gorgeous fall color combination. And we were just talking about how much we love that mock neck. It's almost like a turtleneck, but you don't have to fuss with it at all. It's just perfect. Yes, yeah, we have those
Those are
ones.
kind of in right now. All that little kind of
fringe.
70 fringe.
Yeah.
It's nice to go like statementy with your earrings when you don't have a necklace because
Okay.
of like the detail that she has on her sweater.
So little earring, big necklace, or vice versa.
Yeah, that's kind of how we do things. And then her super cute hat that we have in store, just like a fun little fall detail. And then those flats.
Love the flag.
I need those.
Yeah, I own them also. They're so cute. This is just like a really easy fall outfit, in my opinion, that you can just kind of fancy up with some cute accessories.
Yeah, super cute.
Love it.
Thanks, girls.
Oh my gosh, we could do that like all day.
I know, it's so fun.
Like maybe we should just shoot our shows over there.
Oh, maybe.
Come do our photo shoot.
Yes, they're so fun.
Well, ladies, you may not know this, and I don't even know if you guys know this, but I received an email from the Chamber of Commerce today that on Thursday at noon, you guys will be awarded October Business of the Month.
Congratulations.
That is awesome.
It's so deserving
well deserved.
because
Yep.
Sarah and Erin Stern are both so actively engaged in our community.
Yeah.
Erin serves on
They're
our
the
Chamber
best.
of Commerce board and has the
Doesn't
Chamber
he
of Commerce corner.
Yes, that's what
here.
he was telling me about.
Yeah, and Sarah just, when we email and say, do you want to sponsor us for a month? She's just so willing to let us come in and allow us to shop. And
Yeah, they deserve it for sure.
They love
So,
Spanish Fork, and they're just
We
like
love
the
them.
most kind-hearted people.
They are.
so-
Yeah.
Absolutely.
well, congratulations and thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. We're very happy.
Thank you so much. Coming up next, we'll talk about Halloween decor. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Halloween rivals Christmas as far as home decorating goes, and our very favorite decorator, Angie, is here to help us with some fun ideas.
Hi,
This
guys.
kind of feels like the good old days.
This is where it all started! Yay!
Oh, And that first time I came out, I was so nervous. I went home and I was just sweaty mess, you guys.
This kind of makes people a little nervous.
Yeah,
to
it
come on.
does.
You're still very, very much the guru.
You know what? I'm really not. There are so many great decorators, but I do love to decorate my porch, you guys. It's one of my favorite places of my house. And it's like right now inside I maybe have 1 or 2 pumpkins. I haven't got out my fall stuff, but my porch is done. And that could just make me happy. Like I'd be fine with that.
But do you guys love driving around right now and seeing like done up porches?
I
Like
do.
it makes me happy to just
It does.
Oh, they have moms. Oh, they're pumpkins. Oh, look at the bats hanging. I
and
love
I don't
it
know,
all.
this time of year just makes me just feel warm and happy and
I'm noticing is people are starting to do like a combination of fall and Halloween.
Yes.
Like there's more of a transition-y trend going
I'm
on.
almost transitioning into more of a fall vibe. And then on Halloween, I do some more just distinct Halloween, like maybe that week.
Okay.
But I'm really pulling back from like all my like Halloween type stuff.
I'm
Just so
feeling
that it
that.
stays October, November, and I'm
Right.
not so stressed out about
Okay.
undecorating and
Well,
decorating
I just put
again.
up all of my Halloween, but all of my fall. Usually I get my fall up like September 1st.
Okay.
And I miss that. So I just did it all
Well, that's
this
good,
weekend.
and I love that. But it's funny, I think because I went with these muted earth tones, it's like I don't want to pull out my bright orange and black. I'm really struggling a little bit, but
Okay.
I will.
So we copied you a little bit. Tell us what's
Okay, so Mel actually
Here.
found,
Okay.
my daughter Mallory found a picture on Pinterest, I'm sure, something of this cute porch that was kind of in this vibe. And so she said, Mom, where can I find these? And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what I do. Almost the last few years I've kind of used this stuff, but I said, our local Macy's here in Spanish Fork has such a great variety. And I've gone to a few pumpkin patches that will have a few, but honestly, you guys, Macy's is the best.
But after this show, they're going to be gone.
No. Okay, so we go down there because she wanted it for Magnolia's birthday, which was last Saturday. So we're like, maybe they'll have them out or not. So we go down there and they have the big orange pumpkins out and ready. Well, these guys were still stacked in those big, huge boxes, pallet on top of each other. And so I go back inside and I'm like, we could possibly buy a bunch of these if you could get them out for us. So she's like, let me call some produce guys. So these 2 cute boys come out and they start cutting open the boxes and they yank out one and they're like, okay, is this good? And I was like, this is not going to work.
Like we need a
I'm
cart
like, we
full.
want to look at them and stuff.
Oh, they just thought they could pick your pumpkin and
Yes,
give it
and
to you.
just give me a white one and here you go. And I was like, oh no. So they were so darling. They ended up pulling the jack out and in an hour we came back and we were able
Oh,
to
they
shop.
full on got it ready for you.
Yeah, they did. So anyway, these are just super fun.
They
and
are.
then we were able to go to our neighborhood Walmart in Spanish Fork. And these moms were only like $4.87 there.
I'm going there first thing after
Yeah.
this show then.
And they
I
had
want
them
these
in
too.
white and yellow and then like a deep maroon and an orange. But we've shopped around for them. So we're looking at the regular Walmart and they just had like, they didn't have a great selection there.
Okay.
So then we went over to Smith's in Springville and they had them, but they were like 16 for a size smaller than that.
Okay.
For smaller than this?
Yes. And then we knew that Costco had those great big huge ones. So we had started there and they were out, you guys.
When I went to Costco, because I got my pumpkins at Macy's and thought I won't get moms at Macy's, I'll go to Costco. They didn't have anything.
I know. They were gone in like 2 weeks. I think that was just a huge phenomenon. I think everyone loved that. And they were 15 for massive ones.
Oh.
But mums, I thought, were kind of not in this year. But you guys,
They are.
They are huge. It's like this little
So
throwback.
when you do your porch though, like you stack and lean and they're these muted colors.
Yeah, I do.
It's not.
So like I have like my florals that I've had all summer long. So like my spiker plants and stuff in their pots. And so I'll put like this little pumpkin up on there and then down below it I'll stack a few and lean them up against each other. And then I pull it forward too, so it kind of draws the person in. So then on the edge of my stairs, I'll do another little thing. And then I've taken my pots from my backyard that are still looking pretty with the alyssum and the spikes, and I kind of tuck them in with all that. So you can kind of integrate like your summer stuff with this fall until it dies
So
out.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm just thinking that Pete maybe could share some photos of what your porches look like when they're all nice and finished in comparison to mine, because I tried to copy the looks and I'm imagining Stacy going to get her lovely mums after and your lovely porch and I took the kids with me to copy this look also and the kids wanted to have the white gourds also. but they also wanted to have them without the stems because they wanted to put unicorn horns on theirs. So my white gourds now have unicorn horns and eyes.
You know what? Don't,
and so we have these surrounded with unicorns. So, you know, it's a different look at our house.
Yes,
it is. But we've gone through that too.
Yes,
where it
we
was
have.
like that ugly orange, like the ugliest one. I'm like, that stem's broken. Why would you choose that one? It's not going to look cute on the porch, but they love it.
No,
so
it was so much fun. So we were trying to. So I have my display inside the house, how Mom wants it, and then we have, you know, a couple.
Their thing.
You know,
I think that's
unicorns
important
outside,
though, that they feel a part of it. Because I know when we got it all done, Knox and Oli, my grandkids, they're like, Gigi, my pumpkin? And I was like, yes. So they each picked, you know, pulled it out of the pile and then sat on my porch picture. And I was like, this is kind of what it's all about.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just creating
Yeah.
that homey,
I just
fun
wonder, like,
vibe.
how do you create these colors, like as a farmer,
it's
or
so
like
fun.
with this
Right?
stuff and this color?
I know.
I think
Isn't
that's
this
what
so
caught my
fun?
yeah.
And I can't remember the names, but me and Mallory, the lady, the grocery clerk, gave us like the list of the pumpkins so that we could help her check out. And so we were looking at the names, and it was like, I don't know, like the funniest names for some of these pumpkins. I wish I could remember them, but it was
Really?
really cute. Yeah, like Uncle Fester, I think, was like this one. And
Okay.
it
And I
was fun.
love even some of the ones that are super warty, like
Yes.
really, really green
Yeah.
and have some of the
Yes.
well, then even after I paid for them, I even chuckled more because I'm like, I just spent this much money on something that's not even edible.
And we're not even gonna like decorate these ones. Like,
Right,
we're not
right.
cutting these ones out.
Yes, they're simply for the porch, but so much fun. Thank you so much for sharing because
And
they
they'll
do
last
make a
through November. Like
beautiful
I let
porch.
them last all the way till I
you're
put up
doing
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yep. Yeah. Good transition.
This is why we hired her.
Absolutely
Right?
For the porch.
So on that
No, for all
note,
decorating.
do you still have the Nesting Co. that we can follow and watch?
You
some
know
of
what?
these
I am
posts?
the worst at social media, guys. I am.
Well, get better.
I need to get better. I'll start doing that. January.
No, you need to use
Go post
Mallory's
now.
pictures
Yeah,
and
go
post
post
it.
tonight.
Okay, we'll do that.
Go
Okay.
inspire
I'll-
others
okay.
besides just
Okay.
Natasha and I,
Okay,
and
I'll
all of
try.
our viewers.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe her. Do
I'm
you?
gonna try.
Yes, she's gonna try.
I'm gonna try. It gives me stress to like
Actually-
decide what to say, and I know it doesn't even matter. But it's just like it doesn't come natural. This does, the posting doesn't.
After she hears our guest,
I know.
today,
I'm hoping she inspires
yes, she's
me.
gonna
She
be
will,
inspired.
just like you
Absolutely.
inspire us.
Okay, on that note,
Well,
coming up next on Studio Chatter, we'll meet a local woman that has made it big with a cooking blog. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. We can never get enough when it comes to food and cooking ideas. Welcome Chelsea Lords from chelsea'smessyapron.com. Welcome, Chelsea.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
So tell us, Stacy.
You want me to start with
Yes,
this? Okay.
yeah.
So Chelsea just moved in to my cul-de-sac 2 months ago. And so I hate to go meet new neighbors without food, right?
well, I don't cook, so I may never meet a new neighbor.
So I baked some bread and go introduce myself, and I'm like,
Thinking she's done something so fantastic
She
for
kind of
her.
told us this story.
It was amazing. It was amazing. We ate it the same day.
She's like, and then she's a cook. There we go.
so I'm like talking to her husband, and what do you do? And then I'm like, so do you just stay at home? That is so rotten of another woman just to assume a woman stays at home because that's a great place, but do whatever you want to do. Anyways, I was just like, oh, she's like, no, I'm a blogger. I'm like, oh, and do you like, what do you do? And so it was just
Then
so
goes home,
fascinating.
and then she's like, she's very successful.
She's like legit. She
and
has
she's gonna
followers.
hate my bread.
It was so good. We ate it the same day.
And she was so sweet and
it was
said,
so
oh,
good.
it was so good.
It was.
so,
I'm being genuine. It was very good.
So, anyways, I've made 2 of your recipes.
Oh, okay.
So I will give a shout out for your banana bread.
Oh, good.
Hands down, the best banana bread I've ever made.
Good.
I've struggled with banana bread
Good.
because it goes gooey in the middle.
Right.
And I love to bake. I don't like to cook. And then the treat I loved was, I think it's your chocolate chip M&M cookies
Oh, yeah.
with maple syrup.
Right. That's my
Okay,
secret
so
ingredient.
why?
Okay, so let's dive into like how'd you start and then get into these recipes.
Okay, sure. So just like a little bit of background about me. I come from a large family. We had 7 kids and I was the second oldest. And so my mom actually loved to bake, but she hated to cook. And my older brother like would never be caught dead in the kitchen. And so I kind of like just started cooking for my family from a very young age. Wow. Like I loved it. And I know this is like the weirdest thing for a young child, but I like entertaining, and like I would set up like extravagant like dinner parties for my own family. Like, you know, I'd be like Asian themed nights and get like curtains and like, you know, grab my panda bear stuffed animals and like make an Asian, you know,
Your mom was in that.
and so it just was like my passion, like from a very young age. And so, and I, you know, would search recipes and cookbooks or kind of make up my own thing. And I just loved it. Like that was my thing. And so going through college, like I cooked, you know, all the time. I cooked for my roommates and myself, and then my boyfriend who became my husband. I mean, that's pretty much, I think, why we're married.
Won him over.
Right. Yep. Like that was the only thing going. So he loved to eat. I love to cook. And so while I was going to college, I started kind of reading food blogs. Like they were starting to gain more popularity, and I stopped doing cookbooks because I didn't have any at college. So I started reading blogs and kind of cooking from them, but changing them. I'm really bad at following a recipe. So I, you know, add my own twist or change up things. And so I started reading one food blog in particular, and she started posting what she called income reports. So every month she'd say, this is how much my website made this month, and this is how I made the money.
Really?
Very unusual, very unusual. And I was like, food blogs make money? Like, what? That's so weird, you know, and they were fascinating to me. And I just, you know, I love the business aspect of it. And her husband actually wrote them, you know, they worked full time together and wrote these reports. And then the rest of the month she'd post recipes. And so I just became fascinated with it. And I read every single one, like never missed for years and years. And as I was graduating college, I'm like, well, gosh, like I want to stay home, but I kind of want to work, you know, what should I do? And so I was like, I'm going to try to do this. Like, I love to cook. I love, you know, the creative aspect of that. And I want to make money. And so I kind of started as a business. Like
This
I
is
wrote
like so perfect
I wrote
for
a
you.
business plan. It was perfect. It was like, you know, my job and my calling in life or whatever, you know? And so my husband, you know, it takes a little bit of an investment to start a website going. So my husband was, you know, he's in business and he's like, well, you have to write me a business plan if I'm going to invest. You know? I want to know if you're serious before I, you know, buy you a nice camera or, you know, not like buy me, but, you know, like invest.
Yeah.
When you were going to school, what was your original major?
So I did health science. Food.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of
I mean, my website started out as kind of like a more healthy food.
Until you moved on to M&M chocolate chip cookies.
Yes, exactly.
With some maple syrup.
Exactly. I really like to bake. And I mean, I still has like a healthy twist, but it's more like mainstream, like family friendly. That's what kind of attracts the most visitors. And so, so I wrote this like big long business plan, and he's like, okay, I think you're crazy, but like, this is awesome. Let's do it. And so he like learned how to code a website. And so we like started doing that together, and it was kind of like our passion, just setting it up. And it took, you know, probably like a month to like code it and design it. And he actually took my first photos for the blog. Like he was, you know, I know how to use a camera. He taught me how to use it. Like I just didn't know this. I just knew how to cook. And so,
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, he's really great. And he's always had a big part in the business, which has been really fun. But, and that was like actually during his paternity leave. So we just had really fun setting it up. And then he went back to work.
Everyone should.
He got an awesome one. Yeah, it was so fun. And then he went back to work, and he was traveling like 6 days a week. So I just like went into this like, you know,
So
it
what
was my
did you
life.
do first? Like, I'm going to make a recipe today and set up the
and
camera?
start doing it. And like you know, the first year of that website, I probably worked like 70, 80 hours a week. Like it was, you know, because he was gone all the time. And so, he just, like, I kind of just threw myself into it. I had no friends out, you know, I just moved to a new city, had nothing to do. And I was like, I'm going to make this work, and I'm going to, you know. And so,
So what do you, like, put the baby down for a nap, bake something, like, take pictures? I mean, really, like,
Because you got to set up a camera, right? And then edit it, stop.
Yeah, and I was doing everything on my own that time, and that's why I think it just took so many hours. Because I was not only learning it, like I started buying, you know, food photography books because my husband couldn't take my photos anymore, so I had to learn. And so, you know, and I had a really good base of creating recipes because I'd done it for so many years, so it was more like learning how to photograph it, learning how to like publish it, how to edit a photo.
So the recipe wasn't the hard part for you?
Not for me.
That came more
natural. It was the business aspect of it.
The business aspect, and like just reading and like, you know, like delving into learning, networking with other websites that were
Yeah,
already
so when you
established.
first post that, how do you get yourself out there so that people are looking at you and your stuff?
So a huge thing is social media, and like it changes, and that's like the most evolving part of my job is just learning social media. So when I started, it was very different then than it is now. Then Pinterest was pretty new and a lot bigger. And so like I would pin something and by the end of the day it would already have like 1,000 repins or something, and I had hardly any followers. So it was just things went crazy on Pinterest.
Okay.
And then, networking with other sites. So you'd comment on other blogs and then they'd come and like share your thing on Pinterest. So it was just very, very different than how I like promote myself now.
I'm sure that's a big time taker.
And
is
I have a
to
full-time
do
person
that.
doing social media
Really?
because it's just like it's a full-time job.
Full-time on social media for one blogger.
For one site.
So like any company out there, if they don't have a social media person,
They need to get a social media.
Because the more you comment, the more that you're networking within
and
that.
not so much commenting anymore. It's like evolved a bit, but more like just pinning out to certain boards and at certain
tagging
times of the
them.
day and tags and Instagram, Facebook. There's just Twitter, like every different social media. It just
What is
creates
the
so
biggest
much.
right now? Like, what's the most popular?
Well, for me, I'd say Instagram's probably the most popular, but it's not a big traffic driver for me. Facebook is what actually drives the most traffic.
Really?
So that's where we focus most of our time on.
Really?
and did you just say Pinterest is not as high anymore?
And Pinterest is actually probably my second or equal to Facebook as they
okay.
refer. But it's very, very big. But I'd say probably Instagram's like the most popular. It's just not a great traffic driver for me because there's no clickable links. There's nothing.
Yes.
Gotcha,
so
it's a little harder.
Because we only
do
do Facebook, and these two are trying to talk me into doing Instagram. So
just
we
to
need
get the
talk
younger
about it.
generation at least to be able to see
Well, that's
you,
the thing.
and
There's
then they could go
different.
somewhere
There's
else.
different audiences for sure. Like I'd say Facebook and Pinterest is maybe an older generation, whereas Instagram's very young.
Right.
And,
Yeah, I would agree
new
with
social
that.
media like TikTok is very, very young. And
Yes,
so
huge.
It's just staying savvy on those and talking to the audiences that are on those websites. And so, it takes like a lot of analysis, a lot of, just learning the audience you have. It's almost even different from your blog.
Just seems like there's more business aspect or equal to as the food of what you're producing. The business aspect is just as important.
And most people in the field will say you spend as much time promoting your content as you do creating it. So it's very a very big
You
part
can't
of
just
business. You
make
can't
a recipe and
make
put it out
and
there.
hope that someone's going to magically stumble upon it. I mean, of course we have followers that will faithfully come to my website, but for everyone else and trying to get the word out, it's all about social media and Google search traffic, getting your stuff ranking on Google.
Wow.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
yes.
Hold that thought. We're going to talk about the business element next. Coming up next, Chelsea will stay with us and talk about the business of running a blog and the new business options available. There's more to come. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. With the internet being a part of just about everyone's life, the ways in which we can make money have sure changed, and Chelsea helps teach people how to take advantage of these changes. So just before we went into this break, I wonder, because there is such a business aspect to what you do now, are you even able to enjoy how everything started? I mean, do you just get to kick back in the kitchen now and make a recipe and just really just enjoy how it all started?
I mean, it's still a passion and I still love it, but it's definitely a job. There's really hard aspects. It's, when I first started, it was kind of like, I'll just make whatever I want and, take a few pictures. And there was obviously always I was still thinking about it business minded, but now with the amount of traffic and the followers I have, it's very, everything I do is very strategic and trying to rank on Google or do, make a recipe that will specifically do well on social media. It's not necessarily everything I make, I love and totally stand behind, but it's very strategic instead of more passionate.
And it's fall time, so what's going to go right now
so
or today?
Pumpkin recipes are just really hot. And so I have to create pumpkin recipes. And I'm actually I was testing pumpkin back in July. So it's, several months. I'm doing Christmas right now. So it's just being prepared for that. And that's, of course it's fun, but it's a lot of work. And testing it, multiple times and working to try and get the best recipe for my site. So I gain trust with readers. And so it's not just I just made this and here's kind of what I did.
Pumpkin.
I try and make my recipes,
But then
very precise.
You team up with Heinz when we talked, or a cherry grower, or you've been in New Orleans. how are you picking places and how are they supporting you?
Okay, so that's kind of like one stream of income on my site, and that's called like a sponsored post. And so how that happens is basically a brand will reach out to me. And so, for example, you mentioned Heinz. They created a new mayonnaise product. And so they said, you know, this is hitting the shelves in a couple months and we want it to fly off the shelves. We want it to do really well. And so is this a fit for your brand? And so I created a recipe using Heinz. I shared it out on my social media. And that's really how we get the name, like an influencer. Like I'm influencing my readers to purchase the product and use it in my recipe.
Gotcha. So do you say I want to try that first and make sure that you like the product so that you know, okay, yeah.
I mean, like it's really important to me. Like I've gained trust with my readers over years and years, so I don't want to, you know, void that trust. I get several offers a day, and lots of readers, you know, that don't realize how much I turn down to only do the ones that I say are a good fit for my brand, something that I can stand behind, because I'm not going to promote something that I don't stand behind, because people are making
then people may not like
decisions
that, right?
For what to purchase and what they think is good.
I love that you said that though, because I would have just thought, oh, you're just
Anyone
having
that
Heinz
comes.
or Cherries reach out, but you're like, I'm turning down several and I'm only picking the ones that I feel good about.
Yeah. I mean, similar to, I think most influencers and bloggers get, you know, just hundreds of offers. And if it's just not a good fit, you just don't want to, you know, you value that trust with your readers more than anything. And so you don't want to just promote whatever, you know, is getting thrown at you.
Right.
So how many do you have on your staff now?
So I have one full-time employee, and then I have like freelance projects. So like I have a company that makes my recipes into videos and edits those videos. I have an ad management company that manages all the ads on my website. My husband does all the accounting, and he collaborates with the brands and like gets me a contract. So I don't have to, you know, deal with that side of it. And then other like freelance work just here and there, like helping, you know, I have like a guy that helps me with emails and how to make the emails better, and a guy that helps me with search engine optimization.
This
like
is a
getting
ton.
Well, and that's
my
really
recipes
wise
to
because
rank.
you're using people that know that part of
Right,
the business,
right.
so that you're not trying to do it all and figure it out.
because I don't have
like,
the time.
Use a professional to do that.
And they're
part.
better at that than me.
Right.
Like that's not my talent or my skill set, and there's people that have that skill
Yours
set.
is the cooking, so allow that to be your skill set,
Okay,
right?
so I have the $1 million question. How on earth does a blogger make money?
Okay, that is
yes.
a really good
Yep.
question. Probably the most frequently asked question I get. So I talked about sponsored posts. Companies will pay, and that's probably my second biggest stream of income.
Okay.
We charge, you know, a certain amount to be on my website, or some brands, you know, get a package to just be on my Instagram. And that's what my husband all manages. And it's really nice.
So
Like,
to
he
put an ad on there, they
negotiates
could be paid. They pay you, or to use their product. Then
to
they
use
pay
my
you?
product.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't let them have like an ad on my site.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, Heinz paid for me to create a product,
Okay.
which I disclosed to my readers that I was paid for that post and for that,
Okay.
you know, all of the commentary is mine, but they paid for that placement of me
Gotcha.
creating that recipe with their
Okay,
product.
that makes
And
sense.
some brands just do like one Instagram post, so it doesn't even go on my website, but like will pay for me to post on Instagram. So that's probably like the second biggest. The biggest stream of income are ads. And so that's, you know, every time someone goes to my website, there's an ad served, and I am making money off those ad impressions. So really the trick there is to just get as many viewers and as many people going to my site, because that directly impacts how much I make. And so the more people I get, the more money I make from the ads being served on the site. And so, you know, the trick is there to create really high quality content, get,
Right.
you know, readers, get it out on social media, get people to my website. And it's free for everyone, you know, viewing it, but
Right.
I'm making money off the advertisers that are putting,
On there.
you know, ads on my site.
Wow.
So I think what maybe people don't understand is you have an obligation also. Like it's not just something you wake up and decide,
Right.
I'm going to be like a blogger, influencer today, and I'm going to just do this thing, right?
Right.
Like once you step into it and
If you really
start,
want to be successful, you're
right.
all the way in.
Like you have an obligation to do this. It's just not something you decide to do one day and
Right.
start posting on social media and it just happens overnight.
It's such a huge misconception, because people are like, oh,
Truly.
you snap a shot of your food with an iPhone, and I'm like, oh, I wish. Like, no, it's like
It truly
a full-time
is.
job for many people. Yeah,
good.
it's a full-time job. It takes a village. Like it's just it's a lot of work, and it's very like strategic. It's not just, you know, oh, I made this for dinner, you know.
So say someone is interested in going to this field. They have something they're passionate about. Let's just say, per se, my decorating. What is then the next step that they should take? Okay, I love this. Like, where do you go? Where would you tell them to start?
You know, I would probably tell them to start writing a couple posts and not even publishing it and just see how that goes for them. Like creating a full post just in like a doc, Word doc.
Like
and
a blog type
Like a
post.
blog.
Okay.
And actually see if they still have the passion for that. Making full posts, like taking the photos, setting up the photos, editing those photos, and then writing all the copy for it. And just seeing like
That alone
That
just
part
sounds-
I don't like. That's probably
Right.
why I don't post
You
on
need to
social
hire
media.
the person. You just need Mallory.
hire a writer. No, but I always
Yeah.
say like, and I have some friends that are in YouTube and they're always like, before I give advice to someone, I say create a video and tell me how it goes for you, because it seems so easy on the surface,
Right.
but if
Yeah.
you get into it, you're like, okay,
No.
maybe I hate this.
Right.
And if you don't hate it and you love it, then there's next steps to go.
Gotcha.
I've written a book that details, how to scale a business, how to make money on it. And so I'd say, if you actually have that passion, like you think you do, like for all the aspects, and even if, I don't necessarily
great
love
at all of
writing,
them, right.
but like if you just have enough drive and passion
Right.
to do it, then there's definitely next steps and you can be successful.
And so you
But-
wrote a book,
Right.
kind of detailing this.
Right, I did,
Okay,
yeah.
And what's the name of that?
So it's how I made $40,000 my first year of blogging. And so it details like how I grew it and how much money I made each month. It's kind of like the idea of the income reports. And so I shared each month like how, the first month I made like $20 or whatever, and then each
See,
month.
this would
and
be
so-
super interesting to me to read that.
You love that kind of
I do.
stuff.
So
It's
I love the
fascinating. It's just
how-to,
like
the facts.
the business
Yep.
side of it. Yeah.
We'll post the ebook where they can find that.
Yeah.
I think it was super smart for your husband also to say, so if you really want to do this,
I thought the same
honey,
thing.
Right, like the
you
business
write
plan.
the business
and so,
plan and
Right.
make
And let
you
me
take
know
the
how
steps.
passionate
right.
you are about
And
it.
that's a huge thing because, if I hadn't done that, I clearly wouldn't have had the drive to do the other things. And he was very specific what he wanted. Like, I think it ended up being like 10 pages long. Like, he was like, I want to know this, and so that is, a
Which
big
I think is
indicator
really
if you
important
actually
because so
want
many
to do
people
it.
nowadays, I feel like they're just like, oh, that's easy. I want to try it.
Right.
Put in all this money to buy a camera or whatever, and then
Right.
don't really.
Or open up a boutique, for example, because you like clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
I may not know
Yeah.
anything else that it
And
takes to run it.
awesome because it's just like a disconnect. Like you have the passion and you love it and it's great, but then there's this other side that you just don't necessarily see, and it's hard to be passionate sometimes on that side, on the
Yes.
business side, if you don't
So
love
true.
it. And
So true.
It's just
huge misconception.
there is. Yeah.
So what do you guys think? What are some things that you guys see out there that how on earth are people making money? Like
Well-
that's different from 30 to 50 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I shared my story that I went to an affiliate conference just because you hear these stories of like 20-something-year-olds sitting in their basements like fulfilling orders for Amazon, and you're like, what? Like how? What?
Well, or like my
How are
son, they love
doing this?
Fortnite, and these people
Right,
are
and
getting
game.
paid for to
You're
watch
like,
them
what?
game all day long. And then the 16-year-old kid that won the Fortnite championship,
Yes.
$1 million. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So
It's a
maybe
different
there's a
world.
place in our I think that our world is more technology
Absolutely.
pushed, I guess.
Or influencing
we have to
or
embrace
blogging,
that.
but yes,
But yeah, just even on social media, there's people that are making full-time incomes off just Instagram, just Facebook, like just
Just
like I
being
said,
an
affiliate
influencer.
marketing. Like I make money off
Oh.
of that. Just if you put in a link and people
But
click
the
on it,
way
they
that
make
you just
money.
put it into perspective, and kudos to you for like,
know.
wow,
You would be, you're so driven, you would be
yes.
successful at whatever you
No.
do. Just listening to you, you can sense that you're driven and you're passionate and you want to be successful. So even, if you were a school teacher, for example, you would be
the best.
the best school teacher because you're just,
You guys are
you
nice.
can feel that from
But
us.
it's truly
Yeah.
hard work. Like it just doesn't
yeah.
happen
Right.
overnight.
It doesn't, right.
So amazing. Good for you.
Oh my gosh, thank
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. Like
So
it's
we
great.
need to think some studio chatter thoughts. We need to start getting some advertisers, maybe like Clegg's Auto.
Yes.
We need to write up a business plan.
Pizza.
Yes.
Maybe you're coming to help
Sponsoring
Studio
us.
Chatter.
Yes, he's
yeah, we
awesome.
need this to go big, Chelsea.
He's awesome.
We want to be the next Today Show.
You write the
Yes.
plan.
Oh boy, no! I'll pay for someone to write the plan
I'll
for
just
us.
be a taste tester. I'm just good with that. There you go.
Okay,
Chelsea, this
we'll
is
read
really
the book, then we'll start the
incredible.
plan.
Oh, thank you.
Do we have more
fast.
time? Can we ask
That was
about
just
recipes?
a really,
Oh
really
yes.
great
Well,
lesson.
I was looking at your website. I followed the link, and I love that in your recipes, like you kind of do the breakdown, but then she has pictures of like each step, which I love that because you're like, am I getting to the right place? Does this look the same as what she's asking me
Right.
to do in the
At each
recipe?
step.
I love that. And then,
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me. Something else I liked is then she says, like at the bottom, like worried about the heat, you can do this. Worried about low-fat milk, and like the change-ups that you can do to your recipes
Right.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like that you're like, now don't stir the bread. I'm
Yes.
like, is that the recipe that
Oh, don't over mix it
Yeah,
or-
don't over mix
yeah.
it. I'm like, Well, that could have been the problem for 30 years. Just put the blender on and then doing the dishes and coming back. So I'm like, okay, focus. Like,
because that's gonna like overactivate the gluten in the flour, and it's gonna give you like a tougher, denser bread. Flour doesn't want to be overmixed in like a quick bread. Obviously, in a yeast bread, it does, and so there's just different, tips that really help.
Okay,
people
tell
be
us
more
some of your
successful.
favorite recipes really quick. Just like a couple, throw them out there because we only have a minute.
We're out of time.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, there's too many. Probably my favorite recipe. I love vegetables, so I have a roasted sweet potato burrito bowls, and it's like a vegetarian. Super weird, I know, but it's like my favorite thing. We make it like once a week. My husband loves it, and he's a meat lover.
Okay.
It's just got like a really yummy like chili powder sauce on it, roasted sweet potatoes over rice, avocado. Like it's my favorite. We have it.
Gonna try
And
it?
You feel good eating it, right? Like it's
Like it
it's one of
doesn't
those
sit
things,
heavy in
Yeah,
ya.
that
Yeah.
just feel good. It's fresh, light. That's probably my favorite like meal.
now I want to go cook.
All right, we'll do your real question and you're coming back. Okay. There's more studio chatter coming up. Welcome back. We made it. What did we learn?
This was a good one.
It was good. I
Wow.
feel like inspired.
Yes.
Like I want to go read Chelsea's book and then I want to start.
Cooking?
No
way.
Updating your.
I would love Chelsea to cook for me is what I would
We
like.
didn't even get into if she caters or anything.
know, right.
We'll have her back.
Okay, let's do. But
Maybe
I did.
once a quarter.
Yeah, once a quarter.
Okay, but
for
when
sure.
we started off, you were ready to go leave the show and go shopping.
Right, I was.
Which you're
that
really
too.
good at that.
Which I'm really good
You're
at shopping.
really good at
so
shopping.
Maybe I could create a blog about shopping.
Ooh, shopping.
Or decorating. Oh, what have you got, Natasha?
Well, it's what Pete.
Our
brought good.
producer. Our producer brought us
Good.
gift?
Ooh, and we get to fight over them. So let's see. We have pumpkin cupcake.
That's too sweet for me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I guess Pete, I'll take
Marshmallow pumpkin
Look how
latte.
cute
Well,
that
they're
is.
all very
That is
sweet.
super
I think.
cute.
I mean, marshmallow pumpkin
he want us
latte
to try 'em?
and harvest gathering. Here, can you reach?
Does he know this is hand soap and we need water?
But
Should we just open
Oh,
it
just smell it. I thought he wanted to wash our hands.
with our Diet Coke?
Girl, wash your face. That one's yummy.
Marshmallow pumpkin latte. Okay, let's rotate so we can smell.
That is pretty sweet.
Okay,
I
I
do
love
like it.
this one.
Oh, I love this actually. I'd really like this, and it has a flower on it.
Okay.
Oh, so maybe
I really love this one. I would like this one to rotate.
Okay,
this
let's
one
just
back
smell
to
I like
me.
this one
But you
better.
can
Oh,
have this
perfect.
one, and then
Okay.
you want that. Okay, good. See how we fit together, ladies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is yum.
So am I taking this one?
Did you smell this one? That smells good.
Oh.
She's not going to give it up, but
Okay, did you love this one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I like this one.
Okay, can we just sniff
Yes,
for fun?
smell it.
But
Okay,
yeah,
thank
we'll,
you.
we'll probably
Thank you.
rotate
But are
that
these
to you.
really for us to
that
take
I
home,
think
or are
so.
these just for us to smell and recommend? He might want them all out.
I would recommend Harvest Gathering
Yes,
and then the
that's so
pumpkin
delish.
cupcake.
You don't
I
like
would,
this?
I would recommend
It's
all
kinda
of them,
sweet.
but
For me, the marshmallow is.
Oh, I
I
really
can't
liked
do
it.
like anything like really sweet,
Okay.
like
neither.
a candle.
So we were totally out of hand soap. This is the only kind of hand soap we buy. So thanks, Pete, again. And we were out, and my
producer.
husband asked, like, "Do we have hand soap?" And I said, "No, I haven't had time." I said, "But you work by the mall. Run over." I said I would send you, but
wow.
we have
So
to.
you are a hand soap snoot.
I really am. I said, but he knows. I said we can't have out of season flavors.
No, you
So
can't.
if it's the end of the winter, for example, and our hand soap is half full, I take it and store it for the next
So
winter.
do
'cause
I.
We know.
Unless it's
Yeah,
like
you guys
really
do
bad.
that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do because I have to have the right.
So he
little
came home
image.
that day after work and he pulled out a bag and I'm like, oh, what did you get? And he got 3 fall scents. I'm like,
Did he do
honey,
good?
Yes.
I'm so proud.
I was so proud.
They didn't
So
talk him
nice.
into like the 6 for 23.
He said he
They
has.
were not on sale.
He may have because he said he has 3 hidden
Oh.
that
for
he
Christmas.
for his sink.
Oh.
that only he wants to use.
Okay.
They're probably maybe the men's flavors. Or
Maybe
something.
so. He's like, you really liked them.
I'm so proud of him. I'm gonna send him my order next time.
That
know,
store
there you
is a
go.
problem. Like
I know.
I can't.
Isn't it
I
great?
I can't.
And when
no.
those big 3-wick candles go on
Right.
sale, I'm a sucker for
Right.
those too.
Yes. I can't come. I
But
can't
I'm
walk
kind
out
of
of
into
there.
the wallflowers, guys.
It's
I love those.
No, it's
that's
all a
what I use.
problem.
That's my new
I come
candle.
out of there weighed down. I'm like, oh, that
But
was
then
like
you get the gift card for
Right.
25 off, and then you buy more because you're getting that off. Yeah.
It's just
a good place.
It is.
And just in case you have a Victoria's Secret credit card,
Then you're right next door.
yes. Well, they accept that.
Oh, really?
So, just
Interesting.
saying.
They must be owned by the same company?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Did not know
Just
that.
in
is
case
weird,
you're
'cause I
accumulating
like this.
points, because you know me, I'm all about points.
But I like their lotions a lot better than Victoria's Secret.
Yeah,
Me
I do
too.
too.
I don't like Victoria's
And I
I
Secret.
don't
the
like their
cream.
smells.
Yes.
You have to have the thick cream.
Oh, by the way, have you guys done your foot rubs from Summit Spa and Float? when you had 'em in?
Yes.
No, I haven't yet.
Delish.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But we're getting way off track. What did we learn today?
Oh,
That I still want Chelsea to cook for me. Okay,
Yes,
let's go
yeah.
back to that. And
well,
then
her business aspect.
yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean,
so it takes a lot of work to
so
really
much
create
work.
something big
so
like
let's
that.
not be bloggers.
Let's go big. Today's show or nothing. Just kidding. Pete, our producer. Yeah, that was really awesome. Halloween decor. I realized I need to go put up Halloween. I do need to be festive.
Okay, so you're not going to wait now till the week before?
No, I've got to put up something. My grandkids, when they came over, they love that kind of stuff.
do.
I need to embrace it.
mm-hmm.
Bo is fine without it, but the grandkids, I need to.
Yeah, you kind of ebb and go through it.
I think I like the transition idea. I think that you can be able to do a little bit of fall with a little bit of Halloween, and then be able to move some of this even into November.
Yeah,
For sure.
Very good.
Well, it's a fun season to enter. And the clothes,
Oh,
just
my
wearing a
word.
sweater.
Yes. And
It's
so
fun.
many things are available local. So my sister's closet, the gourds,
yeah.
The mums
the
mums.
at
mums.
Walmart.
Fantastic.
For $5,
And you can
guys,
stay
that's a
home and get
deal.
new recipes right on your website.
Yeah, I can.
Don't even leave the city.
No.
There you go.
Well,
All right.
we'll see you in 2 weeks, ladies.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Thanks for being here with us. We hope you enjoyed the chatter. Tell a friend about us.